Hello friends, I am recording on my phone, so maybe the quality is a little bit different than it used to. But the topic of today is about inviting a foreigner to Poland. I did this video before, but I was cutting a lot of words and I didn't feel I was ready. So I needed to edit that video, and the purpose of my now posting would be not to edit at all, so cat-free videos. Cat-free, and yeah, minimal videos without any music, whatever. So are you able to invite a foreigner, a friend, a family member to Poland? Yes, you can, but unfortunately the procedure became more difficult. Before, you would just go to the foreign office and have a ticket, stand in the queue, fill up while you are filling out the application form and presenting some documents, and you get the decision like within few minutes. Once we got it directly on the spot, like we presented the documents and we got directly the answer. Now you need to have an appointment in advance, and getting the appointment is just a nightmare. There are no appointments, like you just need to refresh and nothing appears. It's just a nightmare. Yeah, this year it's just not really good. I don't know if they changed it last year, because the last invitation that I have done was like, I would say 2-3 years ago. Yeah, time passes fast. So what should you have to be able to invite a person? So mind you that the procedure is not that easy as in Algeria. I will tell you at the end. I hope I will remember. Let me tell you now how it's like for an Algerian to invite a tourist, right? It goes like this. You sit down in your home, you grab a piece of paper, you write your name, the date, the title, invitation, and state like, my name is this, with the passport ID this, residing in this place. I'm inviting this person, his passport, for tourist reasons, for this duration, from this date to this date, and that's it. You sign. Then you go to the municipality. Then you just go through it, just read it just like that, so fast, and they sign, stamp. That's it. I'm not sure if you need to pay like 50 dinar. I don't even think so. Yeah, like documents in Algeria, like you get them for free. In my opinion, you should pay for documents. When you pay for a document, it has more value than when you don't pay for anything. And that's it. You can invite a person like that. Then you send that invitation to the person concerned and he will show it to the embassy, and that's it. But to invite a person to Poland, you need to show many things, prove many things, and the appointment, I'll not talk about it anymore because it's just horrible. In case you cannot have an appointment, you can send the documents by post office, and until now it has been like almost a month. We sent invitations for my family and we didn't even get a confirmation that they have received it, or that, okay, thank you for applying, we will look into your matter. Nothing like that. So yeah, I advise you to do it in advance, much in advance, like 3 months. Yeah, what should you have? First thing first would be to have money in your bank account. Oh, my sister is calling me. Maybe later. Okay. Yeah, you need to have money in your bank account. You need to show the statement from your bank account. It shouldn't be older than 1 month, this statement. You need to have enough money for yourself and for the people who are registered in your home and for the person coming to your place. So more or less it's 250 zloty. I do not recall the exact number, but let's say 250 zloty per one person. So for example, if you are a single person. So it means you count 500 zlotys because 250 for you and 250 for that person. Sorry, she's texting me. Yeah, so do not forget that if someone is registered in your home, you need to count that person as well. Plus, you need to count the flight ticket, from and back to Algeria. So you would add more or less, I would say, 4,000 zlotys, because you shouldn't count the cheapest airplane. It should be like, no matter when, like you are able to afford that ticket back way home, or like that they would come. Yeah, so money you need to have. So sometimes some people cannot really have that amount in their bank account for that duration when you are intending to stay, so they cannot really invite you. Second, a place to stay. So either you book for them a hotel, you pay for it, you have the confirmation, and you give that document, or you show that you own a place. And in this case, you need to have a notary document that you are the owner. How many meter squares is your home? Are you paying the taxes for your home? Because in Poland, you pay taxes when you own a property. Yeah. And then in case you are renting and you have enough space, you need to show the contract of rent and an approval from the landlord that he or she allows you to have guests, your family, over for that period of time. And that landlord as well needs to show that he owns that property. So it's a little bit more complicated when you are renting, but it also depends if that landlord is nice enough to let you have a family member without charging you more. Yeah, the second one was accommodation. So there were 3 options for the accommodation. And the third one is sources of income. You need to show every source of income that you have. Employment, maybe you are a landlord yourself and you are renting, so that's an income. You show that. You show what else? What can be an income as well? Your wife's income, your maybe you are an entrepreneur, you're having a business, so you show that you are owning a business. Yeah, just don't write that you are selling things on OLX, because this is not something that you can prove, or it's not a sustainable income. So you need anything you say that you are earning from, you need to show the proof, the documents. Yeah, that's the source of income. The fourth one, please don't think too much and find the answer. I think that's it. You just fill up the document. You need to have their passports, and also you need. They will ask you who are they for you, and it could be that the embassy in Algeria, when they apply for a visa, they would call you from this borders. How do they call it? Border security. I remember once they called us and they asked questions like, "How do you know that person if it's not a family member? How do you know that person? Or when did you meet? What do they do?" Like, they just check if you really know that person. And if that person is a family member, you need to show the link of blood. No, the kin. I forgot how to say it, but yeah. For example, for me, if I'm inviting my family members, my husband needs to show that he's married to me, and my father, for example, he needs to show, or I need to show my birth certificate that my dad, he's my dad. Yes, something like that. Anyway, I hope it's a little bit useful. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, I had two successful invites. The third one, we are still waiting, but I don't think it will go through because just it's a little bit too late to get visas and etc. Yeah. And this, after all, like it concludes a little bit why or Europeans don't really invite much people, foreigners, to their country. It's just because it's a little bit complicated and costly. Because when you apply, you need to pay for each person you are inviting. You need to pay a fee, and also there is a liability concern, because if that person, you invite a friend, and let's say you invite someone contacted you through couch surfing and tells you, all right, please invite me, I will not even bother you when I come to the country, I just maybe I stay a night or two and I will not bother you at all, I will just travel on my own. But that person goes let's say missing, or goes like escapes, let's say, like it goes to another country or doesn't want to return back home, or does a crime, you are responsible a little bit. I don't know what degree of responsibility you have, but you are responsible to pay for his ticket back home if he is deported. I'm saying mostly he because usually men who are doing this kind of stuff. But yeah. Or for example, that person arrives and he has the right to stay in your flat or home. Like you cannot just kick him out or tell him, no, I cannot pay for your stay for that amount, because he has the right for it and you invited him and you signed that you are able to afford it, so he can do that. So that's why if you are not really friends or just knowing, just like an acquaintance, usually people don't want to risk inviting people that they don't know. So let's keep the video short. I hope you're having a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.